Hello everyone and welcome back!
This video is going to be enormous.
I expect...
Get your coffee now.
Yeah, I expect this one to be bigger than... Because the desert one wasn't as big as we anticipated.
It was only like an hour and a half, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was still long, but it wasn't as long as we anticipated.
Yeah. No, I'm going to open up the playlist right now, because I'm curious. I need to know for my own sake, how long was that video? I've got to scroll ways to even find Ratchet Clank 2 playlist. Here it is. See the podcast episode. It was part 9. Not even an hour and a half.
It was like an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah. So, this is notorious of being the worst planet in the entire game.
Right, series.
Because of its... This was the most rushed level in the entire series.
Yep. 3 days, everybody.
This level was done in 3... You have to give them mad props, though. 3 days for making a level like
that's
this.
amazing.
That's
But basically, they had a quote-unquote budget of different level themes they needed. And they needed a winter theme level, and the other winter theme level that's way, way earlier in the game, they hadn't made it yet. So, they just had to rush one out.
Exactly. Here's the stoner.
There's our best friend.
Violence is not the answer.
Don't go kill all the Snowbeasts. They give me their souls.
The forces of the universe must align.
The forces of the universe must align.
Ah, yes. The holistic resonance of moonstones
These
may
moonstones.
forces.
I don't know how many he needs though, so let's check.
I think he needs 10.
9, close.
Oh, well.
Hey guys, there's one right here. And get ready for the worst level in Ratchet and Clank history. Now, do you want to tell them why it's so terrible?
One reason, and one reason alone. Every enemy in this level is a damage sponge. All of them.
So one thing that we'd like to note that the devs pointed out in their commentary when they played this game. First of all, Snowbeasts basically infinitely spawn, which is annoying. Second of all, their hitboxes are really, really jacked up. And third of all, they don't really have any wind-up to their attack, so you don't really have an opportunity to what's it called? You don't really have an opportunity to deal with them. That's and all those reasons are what the devs said. Like even the level devs have straight up said that why they think it's like the worst stage.
There is a tradition at Insomniac Games to this day where whoever screws up the most that year gets an award called the Snowbeast Award. Want to take a guess as to where that name came from?
I'm pretty. If I'm not mistaken, didn't the guy who made this planet in 3 days, didn't he make the award?
Yes, I think he did.
So it's not like you're really 100% shaming someone, because this guy was like, he was self-aware. Like he was like, okay.
Although the guy that got it the next year wasn't very happy, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand.
I'm trying to remember what it was. I mean, obviously, it was something in Ratchet 3. I do not remember what it was. You know, like I know what I like least in the game, but I don't know what they considered worst.
What do you like least in the game? Should we save that for when we play? Because
yeah, because we're inevitably going to do it.
We're not going to do what?
Said we're inevitably going to do it.
Oh yeah, because I was just about to mention to everyone. I recently purchased the Ratchet and Clank trilogy strictly to play on my PS3, strictly to play the third game because I really wanted to play it. So now that I have the first and third game, I can play that. So
I mean, like, and for anyone wondering, we didn't switch over just because it'd be too much a hassle.
Yeah, I mean, I could have done it maybe, but a part of me also kind of wanted to do the like authentic PS2 experience, as weird as that might sound. And if you want, you can also take a look on the wiki. This is random, but you can take a look on the wiki because I'm pretty sure it mentions why they got that award.
The Snowbeast. You know, I'm actually gonna go in the Ratchet wiki and look that up. Like Snowbeast Award. I want to see if it's on there.
Like, if I'm not mistaken, it actually straight up like it should be on there, and it should tell you who.
It is.
It.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
an actual page on the wiki about Snowbeast Award.
Yeah, and it should tell you who got it, and it should say. I think it says why.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So what are the reasons?
Okay, so for Up Your Arsenal, you mean?
Okay, let's go through all the games. Why not?
Well, they only mentioned 2 of them. This game and Up Your Arsenal.
So what does it say in this game? We know what it is, but what does it say?
It says the first award is given to Tony Garcia, who programmed the worst feature of the game, the Yeti, in Planet Gremlin and Ratchet Clank Going Commando. That's all it says.
Yep. It wasn't.
Your...
Hold on, just so everyone knows, it's not just the Snowbeasts that were programmed in 3 days. This entire level was.
Yeah, the whole thing. Like,
So,
granted,
yeah.
it wasn't nearly as difficult to make games back in the PS2 era as it is now, but even so, 3 days is really impressive.
Yeah, for real. And it's straight up just because of these Snowbeasts. They come in packs, they're damage sponges, and their attack animations are awful. They don't give you any time to react, and their hitboxes are dreadful.
Like, yeah, they didn't even have a level designer for this game. It was purely a programmer.
Yep.
Kind of
Well, they had that for a
that's
lot
like
of
the
they had that for a lot of Insomniac games. Even Spyro
Right.
was the same way.
well, PS1 game. They only had like 14 people working on the game.
True, but still.
True.
So what's the Ratchet and Clank 3 reason? This one I'm
Right.
really curious.
Okay,
about.
so the second Snowbeast Award was given to the giant missile turrets found in the Galactic Ranger missions due to having unpredictable attacks when fighting them as Ratchet.
The giant Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
that
I kind of see that.
that you know what that makes
Not what I would have
sense.
picked, but
I'll give them that because those missions were really fucking obnoxious until I got something that could just take them out from like a mile away. And then again, that only happens in one planet. But there you go, guys. The guy got a Snowbeast Award just because of basically one planet mistake.
like, you know, it's another way. Otherwise, it's a pretty good planet too. It's just
Yeah, that was one of the better Galactic Ranger planets. Alright. I'll get the rest of these bad boys. Oh my god, see, this is why this planet's awful.
this is why I got the Yeti Award. I mean, the Snowbeast Award. They just don't stop. Just go and buy your shields.
Yeah, that's what I was going to buy my shields, and I was just going to do... Because remember, I said I was going to do the mission stuff first, and then...
Oh yeah, you already have 9, then fine.
Yeah, and then I was going to go over to, the what's it called?
Stoner, sir.
Stone...
Can I call
yeah.
that?
Did I get the Synthenoid ammo back? Yeah, or Killanoid, rather. Alright. Here you go. You're
Oh, so
a
apparently, like, we don't know what they are, but apparently somebody sent pictures involving Deadlocked and Ratchet and Clank Future. I think they're talking about Tools of Destruction.
Wait, somebody did what?
Like they didn't put details on it, but the page mentions they don't mention the games by name, but I think they're talking about Deadlocked and the Tools of Destruction.
Oh wow.
Wait, I thought you
Like,
had no need
okay,
for material possessions.
First off, for Deadlocked, it's talking about something called Insect Samurai, and they have a note here, possibly the Eviscerator, which is one of the bosses, and yeah, I totally see it. That boss sucks. It's really bad.
The Eviscerator? What's the Eviscerator?
It's a giant bug, it just spams attacks nonstop. Gives you basically no chances to fight back.
Oh god. So we also have to find more moon rocks. So to get that last piece of the thingy majigger, I will do that after I do this little glider section. I think there's a platinum bolt here. No, okay, that doesn't look like it. Is there nanotech here at all?
No, there's no more nanotech in the levels, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think either. I think we actually collected them all, if I'm not mistaken, which was a first for me. Oh gosh. forgot how weird the glider can be. I mean, the glider sections are pretty fun in their own right. Not that bad.
Wait, what? Okay. I've never played the PS3 version, but apparently there's a bug in the PS3 version for this level that makes this level stupidly easy.
What is it?
Basically, it causes Ratchet to become invincible whenever he's fighting the Snowbeasts.
Is it like a bug you would get unintentionally, or?
It doesn't say.
Well, I might need to use that when I end up streaming the game.
Like, it doesn't really describe it. It just says that it happens.
Well, I hope that happens when I go to streaming the game, because that will make this planet like a million times easier. Again, okay, so New Game Plus can be a little easier on these games, or not New Game Plus, a normal game could be a little easier on these games, but once you get to New Game Plus on in these games, they can turn like really, really difficult. And I believe that is the case for this game too. Things get so much harder. It's true, but some games surprisingly not as much as some people would expect. Like, for example, Dark Souls, most of the
Well, I was talking about Ratchet Clank.
Well, I mean, just in general, like, some New Game Pluses aren't as, in all games as a whole, aren't as hard as they might be. Some are, some aren't. 3, because I just played through it, I know 3 has its moments where the difficulty spikes like a madman. Looking at you, Final Battle. I'm trying to think of other ones. I don't know about Ratchet & Clank 1, because I have never beaten Ratchet & Clank 1.
It's been a really long time since I played that game on New Game Plus, so I can't really say either.
So that's where the platinum gold is here. Can't get it yet. I like the hover bomb.
It's a good gun. We should level it up.
See, one thing actually that I really enjoy about Ratchet and Clank 2, when people when people are choosing which ones is their favorite, Ratchet and Clank 2 is my favorite, but I think, honestly, is that a weapon or armor vendor?
Is there one here? I didn't remember there being one, but
God.
okay.
Well, I'm getting the better armor.
Well, sure, if you can afford it, then why not?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's one.
But, so one thing, I don't know which weapons I enjoyed. The ones in this game more, the ones in 3 more. It's actually kind of hard, because there's a lot of cool weapons in this game.
For me, it's absolutely 3. Like, no contest.
I think, well...
There's just too many duds.
So the thing, yeah, I think the main issue with this game... Oh yeah, now I can go to the upper section of the Snowbeast place. I think I need the controlling thingy to do this. But anyways, there's a lot of good weapons in this game in terms of like how they work and stuff. I think my main issue is just okay, yeah, I need the thingy first. The main issue that I have is a lot of the weapons fall off. Like the Heavy Lancer becomes absolutely pointless. Like, I'll open the weapons here really quickly. Like, Heavy Lancer, absolutely pointless. The main nuke, it loses the goodness to it. Multi-star is okay. It sort of falls off again.
Basically, any weapon that you got in the first 5 planets, totally worthless.
Yeah, it's Meteor Gun, it's good, but it's not as good, unfortunately. But yeah, there's just all those little things. Like, there's a lot of cool weapons and stuff in this game, and I think it benefits from that. I think the main issue is just they fall off.
They stop being useful, and you're stuck using the same 2 or 3 weapons because they're the only ones that do anything.
Yeah, that's my main issue, unfortunately, with the camera. That was weird. That's my main issue with this game. But in terms of weapons, but I think overall I probably prefer the weapons in this game as a whole, in terms of like style and stuff, I guess. But unfortunately,
like most of the weapons in this game, they just don't stand out. Like if I hadn't just seen them, I wouldn't remembered any of them, except for maybe like the bouncer, the plasma, but like the ones that really stand out. And those ones are in Ratchet Clank 3 as well, so
Yep, they brought back all the overpowered weapons basically, but they didn't
Pretty
bring
much.
back the hover bomb gun, which is depressing.
They also didn't bring back anything from the first game.
Which is again depressing because
Like, I guess they sort of brought back the Sucking, like they made it a new weapon.
see, I was just gonna say like yeah, try to convince me that the bomb glove still isn't just like a really cool weapon. I like the.
But it's
bomb
like it's
glove.
super simple, but it works.
I really like the bomb glove as just a simple weapon.
I can't think that the Agents of Doom are back as well. So never mind. Forget what I said. They brought back the first game stuff and it's totally fine.
Actually, they're not called Agents of Doom in the first game.
What are they called in the first game? I could have sworn that's what they were called.
I don't know if they are in the actual first game.
90% sure they are, but I'll check just to be sure.
They could be the Mr. whatever they're called.
The Mr. Zircon, no, they didn't start calling it that until the future games in the PS3.
Yeah, because I know they're in the future games. I just didn't know if they called it that in the original game.
It was called the Glove of Doom. Same thing, though.
They're both gloves.
Exactly. It's
It's like literally no different. Gotta get 11 more of the moonstones. That way I can get Romper. That's enough. And that way I can get thingy, the thing that I need to progress. Jesus Christ! I hate these Yetis. Go away. There's so many of them. My weapon is leveling up pretty well too. I can't wait to get the Mega Rocket Tube. I think is what the upgraded version's called. It's really good.
Sounds like it, I think.
Probably is. We'll see soon enough because I almost have it leveled. I mean that would make sense because it's the mini rocket tube. What's the upgrade? The Mega Rocket Tube. Jesus Christ! I hate these enemies so much. It's okay though because even the programmer hates them.
But nobody likes this.
Like, just look at all these guys. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Like, I realize this was made in 3 days, but I feel like just the regular spawning of enemies probably would have been just like a single line of code, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Probably.
Who knows the PS2's coding? They are getting rid of my fucking shield so fast.
How many of these moonstones do you even need?
16.
Oh.
It's a lot. Especially given, because this area is smaller than the, what's it called? Than the desert ending. From what from my memory.
Yeah, I think it's a little smaller. It might be the same size, and maybe just like it's just less landmarks. Maybe that's it.
Maybe, yeah. You know what I would have given the Snowbeast award to in Ratchet Clank 3? I'm not gonna say it until we get to play the game, but I'm gonna just say it vaguely. Crystals.
I don't know. I actually think they're okay in that game.
Really? You
Definitely
did?
better than this.
Well, okay, I'll give it that. Better than this. But I still think the desert's the best of these sort of collecting missions. Or collecting levels. Just because I feel like they actually gave a damn on what they were doing.
Yeah, and then this happened, and the one in up there is like, it's okay. It does its job. It's just slow and.
It's the traversing that I think is the main issue. Alright, get out of here. Try to go to all of there. Leave me alone! That's fighting.
It's like I'm trying to think the other ones in the series. Like the 2016 versions, I think was fine. What's the other one? Nexus, I think had one. I barely remember that one though.
The 2016 version had? I don't even remember it.
Yeah, it did.
Which planet?
It was on Gaspar.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It wasn't even in the original game, but they just had to throw it in for whatever reason.
I mean, it worked. I think it worked fine.
Yeah, it was
And just
fine.
so
It's
everyone
just-
knows, we will probably play that game at some point too.
Oh, sure. It's just like
Hello?
I have it on my list. It's just I'm probably gonna wait at least till he gets through the 2002 version because like, what's the point of playing through the remake or reimagining, whatever you want to call it, if you haven't gone through the original?
Exactly.
Possessions.
Possessions are merely illusions.
All right, I've got an illusion of some moonstone.
I'm a
Traded for
vision.
vision of that hypnomatic part.
You're a vision.
You've
This whole
learned
channel's a
much.
vision.
Now
He's basically teaching you how to scam right here.
and riches
Totally.
shall be your reward.
Why does he even want moonstones? Like, oh god, there's 75 remaining. Like, but what does he want them for?
Maybe he crushes them and somehow processes them into drugs.
I mean, it makes more sense than anything else I could think of. Alright, so while this planet is loading, I'm gonna step away from my computer just to close my blinds really quickly.
Okay.
So, it'll take like half a second. The game's loading
Fine.
anyway, so it's not like it makes
Yeah,
a
it's like it still shows you playing for me. That's how far behind it is.
I am back.
Okay.
So I guess technically you don't actually have to backtrack to this plan. When I was thinking about it, it's like, technically I don't think you have to, but if you want to. Man, I wish the wrench upgrade, which lets you destroy stuff around you, was bigger like it is in 3.
Yeah.
Mostly because I'm used to it. Alright, let's go.
Like the wrench upgrades work differently in this game too, though. But it's a set point of the game instead of just being scaled to your upgrades.
Wait, it's scaled to your upgrades in the 3rd game?
Yeah. I think it's like every 10 nanotech you get is how it works. Something like that.
The explosion radius gets bigger?
I think that's how it works. I would need to double check that, but
We'll get to it when we get to the game, I suppose.
Mhm. It's been a while since I played the game, so
Sweet.
little details like that.
10,000 volts.
Use it wisely.
Do not even think about it.
To use the hypnomatic,
I have no
target a
volts
receiver
now.
bot and press circle to
Yay.
take control of the robot.
Don't worry, I'm
From
about to get a
by
ton
the
of them
armor.
anyways.
Oh yeah, totally. We're not even on the podcast episode part yet.
Not the section where we get to do the podcast part. Where's the hypnotizer? Hello. Let me hypnotize you. Oh, I had to be a little further away. Whee! You can strafe this bad boy.
Yep, sure can. It's straight, you can shoot, you can jump, and that's about it. Actually, I think this is self-destruct too, you know, if you really want to. And of course, the first thing you start with in this section is a bunch of proto-pets reproducing.
Of course.
Like, what would you expect?
Where is he? I want to get the platinum ball. Oh, it's too late now. Yeah. Look at Ratchet's face when you crouch. You'll see it soon enough. And by that I mean in like 30 seconds. Well, not 30 seconds. You'll see it in a second.
Okay.
Like, look
It
at
is really silly.
Look at his crouching face. It's just funny.
Mm-hmm. Like, he's trying to be all intimidating, but he just doesn't have the face for it.
Alright, now let's get into our black ship and go back to Grelbin. We gotta find Angela. That's her name. And when we go to and then once we do the thing with Angela, then we're gonna upgrade our weapons by doing the podcast part. We're only 14 minutes in this part anyways, so I guess it's not that
Oh,
bad.
you still have some what's it called? The platinum bolts left over. Do you want to run over to, what's it called, and just spend some of them off? Or... Because if you're ever going to use them, it's probably now.
Yeah, it's true. I'll go to Slim Cognito in a second. Or after this section.
Sure.
Oh, actually, let me go to the mines first, so I think I can get a platinum bolt there. I don't know if it's a platinum bolt, but it's something.
Hold on, let me get the Gremlin page open.
That slowdown. This game's got some decent slowdown.
It's not really a surprise. This game has particle effects and enemies attacking you all over the place.
Dude, the third game has a lot of slowdown in it too, on the trilogy version. Also, there's some funny little glitches that we'll get to see. So that's the
Oh yeah, there's the one in particular that's like with the armor. It's just
This
it's
receiver
so
box
funny
has a
looking.
blaster attack. Press circle to shoot enemies.
There's also what's it called? My favorite one is when you're skydiving. It doesn't.
Oh, I haven't seen
it
that
doesn't put you in the right position, so you literally can just sit in place and you'll never get hit.
Amazing.
That's not even a joke. Like, basically, it never puts like. Okay, so when I first played through the game, the first drop it did, it put me in the right spot. Every subsequent drop, it did not put me in the correct location, so I could just stand there and I could just skydive. And, like, it wouldn't even put the Galactic Rangers in the correct spot.
Amazing. So did they all just end up dying anyway? Because
Yeah, they die
codes are
regardless.
destroyed?
It's scripted.
Yeah.
But they were in the wrong spot. Okay, what is here that I'm missing? Oh, there it is. I didn't realize this was a ladder. Platinum bolt. Oh, look at my leg. You'll see it soon enough. Give it like 15 seconds.
Of course. Of course. Oh yeah, that's totally normal. Ow, okay, I'm sorry, that hurts to even look at.
Yeah, like, it was like breaking his ankle to do that. Alright, so
Like, I guess it's better than clipping through that part of the floor, but...
True. Alright, so here's a huge, long hypnomatic part, because they're like, gotta get our use.
You mean you gotta get your mileage out of this weapon that you're never gonna use after this level.
Yeah, I think this is like really the only level you use this gadget in, honestly.
Like, you might use it a little bit in Yeti, which is the last level of the game, but...
Is that the actual name of the level, Yeti?
I think so. Or no, it's Yetiel. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but whatever.
If I'm not mistaken, it's like a hard planet as a whole, but the final boss is.
It's stupidly easy.
Final boss
like,
is the final boss.
Like, I would say it's probably a boss that would have been fitting in maybe like for the boss of the desert level, maybe. That kind of hard?
Yeah, that, but you know, it would honestly, I would say it fits more in the, what's it called? In the last planet we just did, Damisol. It fits, like, it would fit there.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, it'd be way too easy for that stage, but...
It would be, but it would fit.
Like, it's so funny, too, because, like, every other PS2 Ratchet Clank game, final bosses are stupidly hard.
Either stupidly hard or they're a lot of fun too.
Oh yeah, totally.
Well, actually, I don't know about Drek. So
Drek is Drek.
I don't know if he's. The thing is, I don't know if he's fun.
I think he's fun enough. It's just he has so much health.
So then, what you're
so easy to screw up.
So basically, what you're telling me is this is the only game that has the bad.
Pretty much.
Final boss, which, you know,
like,
that makes sense. Like
I don't really remember Deadlock too much for its final boss. I remember it being hard, but...
I only rented Deadlocked once, and it wasn't the same game, so I didn't really like it and didn't play it more. From what I've heard, it's actually a lot of fun if you play it now. It's just...
Oh, totally.
Yeah, like, it's just, I was a kid.
It's not as good as the first three.
Exactly, and I was a kid, too, and I was like, oh, okay, it's not the same, why would I bother? I, like, sort of had that mentality, basically. And, it turns out that that made me miss a pretty good game, actually. Because at least in the past few years, I've heard a lot of praise go to the game where they're like, yeah, if you play it now, it's actually quite a bit of fun. It's just like
do you have the Hydro Pack installed? Because this is really slow.
I think I do. I just don't know how.
R1.
Oh, it's R1? Okay. I press circle and the Hypnomatic goes off. You'll see it when I'm getting the Platinum Bolt. Oh, I do have it. Does this upgrade exist in fucking the third game? Because I was swimming so slowly in that game. That was
the Hydro Pack, yes, I believe it does.
God. So all those.
It's an unlockable from the first game, so.
Oh, okay.
It makes sense.
Can you only get it if you played the first game?
No. Like, if it looks like this, where you change it to the Hydro Pack with that different color scheme, then you should be able to. Actually, no. I know for a fact you can.
Oh my god.
Back on.
Then it was my fault that I had to deal with this stupid slow ass swimming in the basically one level it's in.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Is there? I thought there was a guy right here. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. Come here, buddy. I don't know if I need you, but come here. Or not. Fine.
Be that way.
I guess I don't need you.
Isn't that the one you destroyed?
I don't know. Oh, here's where the ship is.
Fine then. Oh, this thing.
Yeah, that's a Raritanium thing.
Yeah, it would be great if we hadn't already gone through all of the ship levels already.
Hey, nice digs.
Yeah. It's a little remnant from my previous life.
You were reincarnated?
No. My Megacorp days.
I'm still a little upset that
Bonus package.
Angela never comes back in any other games.
Watch
And
this.
it's so glaring in the later games too, like especially the future trilogy where they're trying to pass this whole Ratchet is the last Lombax thing.
Yeah, like
Mrs.
she's
Robot.
not, or he's
All of the
not.
products in the galaxy come from
It's
right
like
here.
it's even worse because like at least in the Cracking Time, I remember that there was a radio station they would constantly reference her. It's like you realize you're spinning in the face of your own story. Whatever.
Our training system helps mold your pet into a wonderful friend that you'll cherish forever. So the next time your child asks,
Mommy, where do proto-pets come
I'm just letting the
from?
cutscene
you
play
can
out so
answer
I'm
with
quiet.
confidence.
That's
They
fine.
come from Megacore.
This is amazing, by the way.
That factory is using the
I love the
original to produce
infobots
the
in these
others.
games.
Exactly. If we
Again, like I've mentioned in a previous part,
that'll shut up
I
then.
actually love this galaxy, or this star system. I think it's actually really good.
Oops.
You mean Boron or whatever it's called?
This
Yeah.
will activate the door to the proto-pet duplication area. I'll meet you there.
Sure you want to split up?
No,
That is a
Megacorp's
terrible name, by the way.
defenses are nasty.
The Groovy
Two
Loop?
ships, there's a good chance
No,
at least
Boron.
one of us will get
Oh.
killed.
Good thinking. Just be careful.
Planet Yeedle.
That's it. Okay.
So wow, we are at the way end of the game. Huh.
Yep. The part after this is going to be the last one.
I knew this was like near the way end. I just didn't know like where.
Yeah, it's right there.
But
So I think we're officially there. It's time for the podcast, everyone.
time for the podcast.
Half an hour in.
Of course, I'm going to. What the hell just happened to this ship? I'm not gonna use. I'm just using this ship to get back to my ship.
That's fine. But again, like, there's no point of Raritanium.
Look at what happens right here.
Clearly, they didn't expect you to use this ship either.
like, like what the fuck?
You're probably better off just using charge boosts from now on.
I mean, I just want to use that just to get back to my ship.
Sure.
Where is Slim Cognito for this stuff?
He's in the city level, not the one we were just at. The other one. What's it called? Was it Snivlek?
I think so. Is it Bolden? Is he in Bolden? It's Bolden, right?
I can't see the screen yet. I don't know. It's Silver City.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm pretty sure he's here. He's where the Insomniac Museum cheat code placed, or the location to where you enter it.
The glitch.
Which we need to show off in a bonus part.
Oh yeah, totally. Like the last part's not going to be the real last part. It's going to be at least one more.
Well, there's going to be 2 parts for the 2. What's it called?
Well, I was thinking like if you want to show off New Game Plus and Sonic Museum in separate videos.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Well, Insomniac Museum deserves its own.
Totally, and we'll be doing that for the 3rd game too. Don't worry.
Go to armor.
That game's Sonic Museum is about the same size, maybe slightly bigger. You say it's small. I'm not sure. It's about the same.
You need to tell me how to do that. How to get there. I don't know.
I don't think there's a glitch in that game. You have to legit.
Well, I mean,
you either have to do the time thing or. Otherwise, well, we'll see how
I have the trilogy.
You have to get a certain number of trophies. Yeah, it's the same way. Like you know the trophies that you can collect on the Phoenix?
Yeah.
If you get them all, there should be a door that opens, and that's how you get in there.
Oh, that'll be easy then, whenever I go back to playing 3.
Or again, you just set the time, and you take the teleporter. It's in Metropolis.
I know that. But yeah, no, where is... Oh, here it is.
But again, that's probably going to be like years in the future, so... but even if we... Up your arsenal.
Us playing it?
Probably.
Yeah, well, given our track record, yeah, but...
Exactly!
That's a whole probably not. Okay, so I need to figure out what I need. Let's see. Lock-on mod for Mini Rocket Tube, redundant. Acid mod for Hover Bomb, glove, yes.
Yeah, sure, get that.
For sure.
Lock-on Plasma Storm, that is pointless.
Yeah. That is extremely pointless. You don't even have to aim that at an enemy. Acid mod for Meteor Gun, you know what? That'll increase its DPS.
You don't really use it. But...
I know, but that'll increase its DPS, why not? Because the rest is kind of pointless. Sure, I'll get a lock-on mod for the Heavy Lancer. There.
Oh, sure, why not?
There.
Now there's your pointless upgrade.
There's my pointless upgrades, we've done it.
Oh, acid mod for the Spider Bot.
I probably should have got the shock mod for the Heavy Lancer, but whatever. That one probably would have been more effective.
It would have. Oh well.
It's funny. Alright. Back to Grelbin we go. Isn't there another planet called Greblin?
I want to say there is.
Not in this game, but
yeah.
in another game.
Wait, what games in the series have you played so far? Just so I can try to work off
the
of what
remake,
you know.
Like halfway or so through the first game. The third game, like barely any of Deadlocked. In none of the PS3 games, but I do want to get to them at some point.
Like, if we ever do them, it's going to be you for reasons I've already stated. I don't have a PS3, so.
I've also heard they're really good games, so.
Oh, they are. It's like, even with the PS Now lag, I can still say that Crack of Time is easily one of my favorite games of the series. But easily.
Doesn't Nefarious come back in that game?
Yep. That's part of why.
Do they make him sillier, or is he like the same?
I'd say he's a little sillier. But they didn't totally bastardize him yet, but...
They didn't make him like stupidly silly just to be stupidly... Like, cause
yeah, they did that in later games, but I feel like Crack in Time still had some seriousness, at least.
Yeah, because in 3, I feel like they sort of nailed like the perfect balance of silly and serious, because like he has his serious moments, but he has these really ridiculous
but then he
moments
just completely breaks character and just starts acting totally nuts. And it's great. I love it.
His voice actor's
amazing. Yeah, I could probably listen to him talk for hours.
I could too. he's one of my like favorite villains in the game, just in terms of like sheer fun.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because he's just like a fun villain.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm trying to think of other villains in the series. Like, none of them really compare. But like Drek is kind of forgettable.
I thought Drek was pretty good from what I remember.
He's decent, but he's no Nefarious.
Yeah, no, Nefarious is just...
This game's like, who even is the villain of this game?
I mean, well, we won't say who it is, but...
It's a mess.
Technically, the villain of this game isn't even really a villain. Like, he's like... It's like...
See where my problem comes in now? I don't know where to classify it.
Like... It's like a... It's like being a villain to try to be good.
Yeah.
It's really complicated, guys.
And then, okay, like, 3 Nefarious, we were already talking about that. Deadlocked had Vox, and a bunch of others. Vox is the one that people care about.
I heard Vox is really... is it Vox or Box?
Vox.
Vox?
Like Vox, but with a V.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say he's a fun villain, too.
But he's a decent villain, it's just... I don't feel like he got the same funny moments that Nefarious did. Like, maybe he needs somebody to play off him, like...
Well, it's the... Because I'll say this now, because we won't be playing... I almost guarantee you none of us is going to really play Deadlock, but I will mention...
I wouldn't mind it.
Oh, well...
I'd totally do it.
He might, but I'll still kind of give, like, a TLDR from what I remember, the guy from Deadlock, Vox being... Basically... So the basic premise of Deadlocked is people are going into like some illegal fighting program that nobody's really supposed to be doing, but it's like on live TV and stuff like that. And people, nobody thinks fucking Ratchet's gonna win, but since you're playing as him, obviously he's gonna be the one who's better than others. Yeah. And then Vox, who originally wanted to like kill you, then starts being like, "Yo, dude, we could merchandise you."
That is really funny, actually. Like it's only for one scene, so I don't give it a whole lot of points, but it is a really funny scene.
Yeah, because they're legitimately just like he's just like.
It's like literally up until the moment where he ends up beating the big star. Like, oh no, I was just having all my commentators trash talk you because I wanted to build up your bad boy image. He actually says that, by the way.
It's great. That scene is amazing.
But that's really late in the game. Are you sure you only played a little of it?
I want to say maybe
that's really late.
I might have seen that one online because I know it happens.
Yeah, like it's just like that's one of the last scenes of the game.
So yeah, then
there's like maybe an hour left.
Yeah, because I know I've barely beaten I've not beaten the game and I've not gone far. I know for a fact. It's just what's it called? It's just like there's some things, like I said, I've heard people say online is really good, or that that's been better and stuff. So I've seen different. I've seen some videos and stuff just out of like sheer curiosity and what have you. And I think that might have just been one of those cases where out of sheer curiosity, I wanted to see, is this true? Like, what is this sort of thing? Like, what is this scene that people?
It definitely had some messy moments, but it's a good game.
Again, when I was young and I didn't care. Also, this is glitched. Nice.
Wonderful.
You're gonna see it in a second when I open up the map. Which will be in a moment. I don't know if you saw it. I zoomed in on it.
I didn't.
It said trade Moonstones for, and then it's
blank.
Blank.
That's...
Yeah, then it's blank.
Wonderful.
The worst part about getting these bigger enemies that have the crystals to spawn is you have to get to a very precise location.
Yeah, like you can be standing right on top of it and they still won't spawn.
I mean, I'm glad that doesn't happen, because that water instantly kills you.
Well, yeah. But still, it makes it really difficult. Like that! Like it just happened for me. What?
Yeah, like you... Wait, are you playing? What?
No, No, you're just really far in the future.
Oh, you're talking about... Okay, yeah. I was like... This guy, the next one, appeared actually from a distance, which is nice.
It does happen. It's just...
Yeah, sometimes they'll like appear from a distance. Other times they'll like just not appear at all. Ooh, there's a crystal right there. I want to keep kind of... I don't really want to scour the entire outsides. So I have 75 or 74 of these remaining. So once I get 74 guys, that means I have them all.
You're probably going to drop some off between now and then.
Maybe, but no, because like I could have done it like a second.
Well, I mean, you're going to have to go back to restock your ammo, right?
Well, I died, and I could have done it there, but I decided, nah, why not? Or I was like, nah, I'll just wait until I get it, because a part of me really likes to see, like, when I get all of it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is there anything over here? Nope. Not exactly the crystals I was looking for. There we go. 50 more.
Yay! Let's go, everyone.
And I think we mentioned this before, not 100% sure. Come on, spawn mode.
You can do it. I believe in you.
But the bouncer is really good here. I'm just trying to level up these weapons is all.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's really good at any point in the game, obviously, but these enemies that spawn in these water pits, they like basically instantly die from the bouncer shot.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get this one to spawn. Like, where do you need me to be further away? Like, what's going on? Do you need me to get this crystal? No?
It's so bizarre. It's literally just the location, but...
Yeah. I guess... Oh, I already have it. Wait, I have a lock-on lock for the bouncer.
That is point. Oh, well, okay, you got it. It just showed up for me. Like, it just showed up.
Yeah, exactly. The lock-on mod, I guess, is good if you want to know how much HP enemies have. That's
Yeah.
like one good thing about it.
But it's the bouncer. Things are gonna die in one hit regardless.
I know. I don't know why I got it. I don't even
Must
remember
have
when I
just
bought
felt
it.
like getting it.
Yeah, it probably was one.
Well, I mean, it must have been when you went to what's called the Bolon or whatever it's called the first time.
Yeah, probably. There are so many Yetis!
Snowbeasts! Oh, Yard of Shields.
And they don't even die in one hit of the bouncer. These big enemies die in one hit from the bouncer. But a group of these guys, no, they don't die in one hit.
Of course not. 2 hits at least, but...
Dude, that crystal will get to me eventually. There we go.
It's Snowbeast.
Jeez, Louise.
Get out of here.
The frequency of them spawning is the issue.
Yeah, like, that's a scary sight right there.
Yeah, there were like fucking 9 of them or something. Ridiculous. Romper. Don't bite on my blanket. Jesus Christ, I hate him. I hate all these enemies. Leave me alone. They just keep spawning, like when you think they're gonna go away. It's just
And this is why the Snow Beast never came back in another Ratchet Clank game ever.
Good.
I can only imagine if these became a recurring theme across all the games. It's just that would have been unbearable.
I would denounce this series as being terrible.
Personally, I would be like, you know what? It had a good first game.
yeah. You know, it had a very promising start. But you know, they went a direction I wish they didn't go. And what was that direction, Snowbeasts? Man, they should have just made this the main antagonist of the game. Just...
You know what? It has more health than Final Boss. That's not even a joke.
We're giving so much shit to the final boss, but a part of me feels like I'm gonna fuck up or something.
It's really not hard. I think it dies in like 3 hits of the bouncer.
Not only that, but it just has like barely any attacks.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably underselling it, but it's really easy.
Yeah, it's got to be one of the easiest like video game bosses I've probably ever fought.
Easiest final boss for sure. But even if you don't level up your weapons a whole lot,
I could kill it with the Lancer, guys.
You could!
The Lancer!
With your starting armor.
I'm gonna die eventually.
I'll give you a little bit of a buffer. You can do with your starting armor, the Lancer, and a wrench.
Oh god.
Like, I'll at least give you the wrench.
You probably just stare at it and it'll die.
This is pretty scary. I don't want to do it.
See, even the bouncer can't make this level seem any easier.
Snowbeast level. You know you messed up when there's a long-running tradition of mocking this level at the company that made it. That is still going.
I wonder if they're gonna give us the Snowbeast award to anyone in making the Spider-Man game.
Oh, I assure you, somebody's already gotten it. I assure you. That's from what I can tell, that's been their sole focus since the PS4 Ratchet Clank game came out, and I'm sure it was in development well before that was ever even announced. So, who knows?
The lock-on for these enemies suck. I hate everything so much currently. This level's so bad.
You're right.
There's just a crystal over here. I don't know why, but I'm gonna grab it. How am I not dead yet?
Just suicide at this point. You can get your armor back.
Must get... Oh, I'm dead. Jeez Louise, dude. This fucking level is so bad.
Think of it this way, there's only 75 crystals and you've got 53 of them, right?
Yeah, on the bright side, this place is actually like super small. So you can, so like all the crystals are like right next to each other.
Yeah, it's amazing actually. We've only been here for what, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
That's also kind of why I put, what's it called? Why I put the other stuff at the beginning of this part. Not only because it's the important stuff for the people that only care about that, they can go ahead and watch that, but also because I know this world is way smaller than the desert.
I knew it was easier to get the stuff. I didn't realize it was this small. Wow.
Yeah, it's super small. Like, this section, or the entire thing, like I opened up the map in a second, it's like, it might be half the size of the desert. You'd be surprised. Like, Google both the maps, right? And just take a look at the differences, the size difference.
Would Google even show the size difference, though, when they both be zoomed in?
They might be. I don't know, just take a Google and see what you can find.
What's these little names? Reblin.
Sounds easy, because we're already here.
Yeah. And what's the other one? It was...
I don't know the other one.
Tabora.
Name seems familiar.
Oh, I should probably do something like map.
Yeah.
Images. Here's a picture of Grubling. This picture. Yeah, there's the only maps I'm seeing are zoomed in ones.
Damn. I can guarantee you though, this map is, it's probably nearly twice the size. As crazy as that might sound, it's as far as I can tell, it's around twice the size. Not this map, the other map. Oh, these guys die in one hover bomb thing because of the acid mod.
Wow. Does that mean that technically the hover bomb is more powerful than the bouncer? Because the bouncer takes two?
Technically, I think it's just because the damage is spreading to so many different enemies with the bouncer. Unlike the hover bomb where they're all taking like the same amount of damage. So like one person from the bouncer gets hit by the explosion, and then the other person gets hit by the what's it called? The other stuff. Also, these Yetis are making the camera on this place atrocious. Because they're getting in the way, and
yeah, they're clipping in the camera, and
the camera's trying to correct itself, but it like can't. We're almost done. We have 8 more.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one in this direction at the very least. Yep. Already almost out of shield chargers again.
You want to run back?
No, because I almost got it. All of them. Okay, there's 2 right here.
Deep Snowbeasts.
I'm using the plasma foil.
It's fine.
At least they brought back this weapon in like every single game. It's like one of the best weapons they came up with.
Well, it came back in Up Your Arsenal, and that was about it.
I thought it came back in other games too.
I don't think it does.
That's disappointing. This is
Like, it should have.
It's
but it didn't.
it's literally one of my favorite weapons in the entire series. Not just because it's
yeah,
good,
sure.
but because it just like
it is.
It's
but...
just yeah, it is really good. But I mean, like, that's not the only reason why I like it. I also like just.
I like the design. I like how the weapon attacks.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a shotgun, but it's not a shotgun.
It's like a super range shotgun in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like I'm going to be missing just one of these. Alright, so I'm missing one. I have to go on a wild goose chase to figure out where it's at. In a place full of Snowbeasts spawning every fucking second.
Wait, which ones are you missing?
I'm just missing
So you got
one.
73.
Yeah, I need 70.
There's 75. I thought
70...
I saw 2 of them bundled together just where you was at before.
You did? Really?
I thought I did. Like, they were both serpents and they were right next to each other.
I see that. Find that.
I might have just been seeing things.
You might have been. I'm just gonna glide around until I find anything to note. Because they're probably next to each other in the grand scheme of things. Also, looking at the map helps. Any part that
The part that hasn't been explored, that's, okay, no, I think it was these 2 and you've already got them, so, no. So, good luck with the wild goose chase.
I think it could be over here, because I didn't check all the way over here. And now I'm out of shields. Is there one down here? Maybe? Yes? No? Maybe so? Nope. So many of these guys! I can't get over it. There are just so many. Like, I'm just trying to charge around and there's something
And
just
you can't.
jump in my face. It's like, what do I do?
Oh, there is no strategy. Only Snowbeast.
Oh god. And what's even worse is I just saw like 6 spawn and then I just saw 6 more spawn.
Well, now if that doesn't summarize the Snowbeast, I don't know what does.
Yeah, I just saw 6 more spawn. And here there are 6 more spawning. Oh my god, there are so many Snowbeasts. Leave me alone. Look here, I'm just looking for the moonstones. Leave me alone, please. Thank you. Don't mind me.
Would you be any better off if you went in that vehicle that you used to look for Raritanium?
Honestly,
Probably not.
Honestly, probably. And I was thinking about it, but I have to go there is the main issue.
Aren't you basically already there?
I mean, it's technically near the start, I think. I'll probably go there if I die. Like, if I die, and I'm like 3 hits away, or two or 3 hits away. Not down here, because I've already checked down here.
I just want to find it so bad. Like, I can't even tell. Like, is it gonna be the crystal or the serpent or?
I know that's. I'm looking for both, like, because it could literally be either or. I'm like 2 hits away from death for sure now. Get that bouncer back out. I guess I'm getting the mini rocket tube out.
Oh well, okay.
So I can get some levels on it. What if I had 73 left and I'm just going on? You know, I might. So if I die, I have 2 things to check.
And I'm pretty sure it was at 75 or at least 74.
It was either 74 or 75. Oh wait, no, here's one. Here's one. Found it.
Oh, good. Okay, just go back in case it was 74.
Yeah. Oh, I was like 4 hits away. Or like 2 or 3 more hits away. Alright, just fall back.
Oh wow, yeah, it just caught up. Like, no wonder you missed that.
Yeah, it was in like a really obscure location.
And of course, Snowbeast show up and just gang up on you the second you find it.
Exactly. I'm gonna level up my weapon probably before this part ends too, like the mini rocket tube. I can just do it right at the beginning. Trade 74 moonstones for 220,000 bolts. I'm literally just getting all my money back. Oh my gosh, there is 1 moonstone remaining.
Have fun! So, I'm sure everyone that can see the total runtime for this video is probably laughing at us when we said 74. But
I swear it said 74.
I didn't see it, but
Maybe it's in this lower section. Maybe I didn't completely explore the lower section. Here, let me get... I need to get into this vehicle. It's going to make this so much easier. I just want to level up this mini rocket tube first, if possible.
oh sure, of course.
I'm
so close.
Literally like 1 Yeti. Might be 2.
Oh wow, yeah, like you can't even see the space.
Might be 3, apparently. Or 4.
Or 7.
Let's make that 5.
Or 300.
What the fuck? How is it not leveled?
Why were the protopets doing more leveling than the Snowbeasts?
I don't know. Okay, there we go. The mega rocket tube.
There you go. Took its time. You're about to get your nanotech leveled up too.
I'm not gonna bother right now.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Alright, so let's take a look on this vehicle. See if we can find it. Oh, this is so much easier.
I don't mind super loose controls if it means you can avoid the Snowbeast.
It's way faster too. You get
Oh
like,
wow, yeah.
you
It's
get
like
more
the charge boot speed all the time.
you get like more range to see this. I can ignore the Snowbeasts. Thank the fucking Lord. There was Raritanium there, but I don't care.
Yeah, it's like Raritanium lost all of its value once we stopped having the ship stages.
Exactly. So I'm gonna scour the outer section of the level where.
Well, of course, because that's where you found the last one. So.
Yeah, and then those ones always seem to be the easiest to miss.
Damn Snowbeasts. They're still frustrating.
There's just so many of them.
They just won't stop coming.
Seriously, this is like absurd. Oh, my nanotech just leveled up.
You must have killed the Snowbeast.
You'll see it like.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, it's really random.
Amazing.
This is obviously the efficient way of leveling up, guys.
Oh, of course.
Alright, so
Best way to grind.
So there's nothing on the outer level. Oh my god, these things are just annoyingly in the way. Just leave me alone.
You just want to find your one moonstone. Like, imagine trying to farm Raritanium here.
I don't think you can.
The Snowbeast would push you away. So, have you checked inside the caves? Maybe there's one hiding in there. Like those underground caves?
There's not really any actual cave. They're mostly just like...
Or tunnels, or whatever you want to call them.
It's mostly just like it just looks cool, I guess. I like the draw distance on all of these guys, too. Like, you can just see, like, a ton of them appear. And, like, these are all the ones I've spawned. They just don't despawn. They're just all over the place.
Snowbeast award, everyone.
See, let me try to get this. I'll try getting Raritanium once.
Just to make a point?
Yeah. Oh, I actually managed to get it.
Oh, wow, good job.
Okay,
Oh, I mean, it was in a really useful location.
Where is it? There's so many of these snow... I can't get over the fact there are so fucking many.
I wish I could just, like, take the camera above the stage and just pinpoint every Snowbeast in the stage right now.
Honestly, same. Where is it? Where is this last thing?
I have no idea. It's like, you've checked basically everywhere.
Wait, was it right there? No.
Of course not.
Part of me feels like it might have glitched out. I mean, this level was programmed in 3 days, so you never know. Because one of these enemies were the two of the Hydra dudes spawn at once. I don't know if I killed them both. I think I just killed one. Oh, wait. Something's shooting at me. Aha!
There you go. Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw the ice thing. Ha! There it was.
Get me out of this hell. Get me out.
So I wasn't totally crazy. Because I think this was around the spot I saw the Hydra, but I could have sworn I saw two of them. So maybe I was crazy.
I got something else from it too. I don't know what I got.
Oh, you got a skill point.
I got a skill point and something else. Hold on.
I got a skill point for getting all the
New
crystals.
outfit. Cool. I got a new outfit. That was the other thing I got. Which one did I get?
Oh, I just realized we were going to do this as the snowman Ratchet, weren't we?
Oh, yeah, huh?
Oops!
It's alright. Here, I'll give you your last gosh dang moonstone. Now I'm literally back at the bolts that I had before.
Yep.
Oh, dear lord. Well, that was the podcast part.
Podcast number 2.
Number 2. So
and until we do up your arsenal, there will not be a number 3.
that one actually might be the longest.
Oh, we're probably going to need 2 podcast episodes for that one.
Probably. So I'm gonna save my game. And we will see you guys in the next part, where this might be the last part of... This is gonna be the last part of the Let's Play, yeah. Or the last part of the main
Not
Let's
counting
Play.
the bonuses.
So yeah, we will see you guys
next time when we finish up the game.
But see y'all then. Bye.
Bye bye.